Do you really think that you can win the governorship?
So there is a longer story to why I'm even running for this position, and it's along the same lines of why I ran for the Sedgwick County Sheriff position as well.
Yeah.
So my first, we'll call it mock campaign, was for the mayor of Wichita, actually. So in these elections, we are being told about our best options. And that, for instance, Brandon Whipple was our best option, but he too had blocked me from his political sites. And
I was told that I needed to vote for Joseph Shepard because he was the one that could win.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's great. I'm glad he can win, but can he do the job that I need him to do once he gets there? And I'm going to tell you right now, he's failing.
No, he already told you what he was going to do before he was elected.
Yeah,
so.
he's failing, and he is just more of the same. And so when they had the changing of the guard ceremony.
I wanted to be there, but I had to work.
Well, I commented on it, and I laughed, reacted, and I was like, yeah, whole lot's changing. Yeah, nothing changed. And so there was no changing of the guard. And so I think that people are like, you got to vote for somebody.
Yeah. So a lot of times I'll just vote for myself if necessary. So
I have a question about that, about write-ins. You might know. Does it get counted if you write in a fictional character? Does it have to be a real person?
So I don't know about fictional people.
Because I write a Daisy Duck. I used to write a Daffy Duck, but I wanted a woman.
So all it really inevitably does is it puts it in the books. So
that's what I'm saying. Do they just discard them if they're not a real person? Is there like some sort of rule around that? Because I don't want to discard it.
It's not a matter of discard. It's not a matter of discarding. It's a matter of just being put in the books.
Yeah. Because I thought about doing for certain races where I don't see a good person in there, just starting some sort of write-in campaign that says write in this person. But I don't necessarily want to accidentally elect myself anything, and I don't live in their district or whatever. And so because here's the thing, is that we have, I know you're talking about breaking down systematic things, but we have areas where there's only one party running and there's not another party. And there could be plenty of people that want to vote for someone, not them, but they don't have anyone to go vote for. So if we could just educate them into the write-in option and tell them to just go in and write in themselves, write in anything, or preferably so that we can track it in a percentage, right? Because I've seen what happens if enough people write in something when I'm doing these things. If enough people write in a name, it gets in there as a name. And so I'm just curious, like, if the enough percentage of people write in Daisy Duck, will the election results say Daisy Duck 5%?
I would imagine so.
Okay.
Because a lot of what will happen then is they will look for Daisy Duck. So if it is a write-in and people write Bryant E. Jacobson to there, and it is a substantial amount.
I've seen people win races in smaller races like House and stuff with write-ins in the history I'm doing.
So with the way...
If you want to work outside the system and you don't want to say I'm a Democrat or Republican, but you want to go around and do your own grassroots campaign, that is one way you can do it.
So my campaign, I am a registered non-affiliate. So this is something I encourage everybody to do, and this is the mass exodus that needs to occur within the duopoly. I encourage everybody to change their voter registration to non-affiliate. It's something that has a little bit of scariness because, we'll not be able to participate in the primaries. But the thing that happens is they can bet on your vote. If you are a non-affiliate, they cannot bet on your vote.
Yeah, they have to go out there and
They
figure
have
out
to go
what
out
you
there
want.
and actually talk to you.
Yes.
Because that's the problem with the duopoly, is that they are making particular assessments over your identity and your purpose.
And they're like, 800 more people are registered Republican here than anywhere, so we're better than Democrats. And I'm like, what about this third column over here? And I'm tracking that too, this third column over here. Look at how this column is rising over time, and this column are going down. So more people are going to unaffiliated, and they don't even talk about that. We're a Republican state because more people are registered Republicans. No, we're an independent state because more people are. Once we get more people registered independent than we have Republican or Democrat, we can say, no, we're an independent state. We're an unaffiliated state.
And this is going back to the question, do you think you can win? I will say, I will not change things within a short amount of time. The point of all of this, and even my campaign for sheriff, is to spearhead an actual counter narrative, an actual counter position. So winning isn't the point. If I were to try to win, I would already lose. So my participation within these candidates, my participation in these candidacy is to resonate an idea and a premise that isn't what you're generally supposed to be digesting. So whenever I ran for sheriff because the police were asking questions about me, being a candidate gives me particular liberties and protections that I might not be afforded otherwise. But when it comes to protesting the police, they are scaredy cats when it comes to amassing of people to contest their violence. And they'll call you violent, they'll agitate you,
See, here's the
bring
thing
a riot
too.
out.
Here's the thing too, why I'm useful in this. What I've said, I'm just a needy. I'm just somebody's grandma. I'm just some middle-aged woman. They can't look at me and find some sort of history of violence or anything. And so when I come after the police, I have a better chance of being listened to and gathering that mass. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, is gather the mass of people that are going to get behind the work that you have been doing for years. And I have defended you online because people are like, oh, that crazy guy that's always making those weird posts, what is... And I'm like, look, yeah, he's a little unorthodox maybe in the way that he approaches things, but I can tell you right now that I know that he is actively doing work on the ground with Safe Streets and all these other organizations. You're doing the actual work. You're not just sitting in your house commenting those comments, which is what a lot of people think of you. You're not just sitting in your house commenting and then putting it down and being like, my video games. You are in the streets. You know what you're talking about. You're well educated. You know how to talk about houseless people as you are spending time with houseless people and you're working with them. You know how to talk about people that have to self-medicate because you are working with them and you know them every day. And I think that a lot of people, that your comments throw off a lot of people, but I love the energy myself.
There is a thing that needs to be addressed about my end caps.
Yeah, what are those? I'm gonna tell you right now, when I first started following you, I had to copy and paste your stuff and put it into Google or something, or message it. Emma's been very helpful in interpreting what you're saying. Because I'm like, what is this? Or I just had to look up so many words. I got 2 words right here I got to look up that you just said, or I got to ask you what they mean. Because you're so smart.
So in anthropology, look up Gregory Bateson. They work with an idea of cybernetics. And cybernetics is how we start identifying feedback loops. And one of the premises that they work on in dealing with the way we address linguistics, mood signs, and all these things that humans convey, they propose a paradox. Imagine a box, and within this box, it says everything contained is necessarily a lie. But the paradox is, if it is telling you it is a lie, then it must also be a truth. And so there is no necessary answer of truth in this. It is the revelation that all of our words are just lies until you believe me, or until you believe the person that is saying it. So one of the issues that occurs on the internet or Facebook, everybody is assuming that they are trustworthy people saying things genuinely. But in most instances, the internet is not a truthful place. The internet is, in fact, a fake place. So when it comes to the way I engage on Facebook versus my real life, they are 2 different characters. So on the internet, my Facebook persona is a trickster. It is the fool, it is the jester, and it operates in kindness. So if you end up engaging with me in hostilities, just be mindful I'm an anthropologist and my focus is in cultural linguistics. I can read subtext and I'm not stupid. So if you want to pretend I'm stupid and you want to project your imagination of what's going on, I will play with you. And so for the internet world, I use those ampersands to tell you that something else is happening here and you need to ask what the rules are. And if you don't ask the rules, if you don't ask questions, I'm here to play. So it is indeed a facetious, sometimes malicious character that manifests, but it is literally.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah.
You can see when I do it. You can see me go. Yeah. You can see me go through the range. When I first find out about something or whatever, I am just like, fuck all of you. Go fuck yourself, stupid fucking bitch.